Hello again, everybody. Don Eastup along with Dale Johnson, Fred Hall, and Bill Hoover tonight from Campbell Field in Corbin as the Red Hounds take on the Generals of Lexington Lafayette. The captains are meeting at center field right now for the Red Hounds tonight. Number 15, Kyle Jones, and number 75, Mark Hensley, out for the toss of the coin. In the first two football games this year, Corbin has won the toss and elected to receive. It has served them well, especially last week against the Paris Greyhounds, in which Corbin, on the very first play from scrimmage, had a 63-yard touchdown by Dale Fox. It's going to be probably a packed house here tonight. People are still trying to get into Dennis Stadium and here at Campbell Field. The stands across the way are not completely filled. Matter of fact, not too many over there, but over here in Dennis Stadium, practically filled, and we see a long line of people that are waiting outside the stadium trying to get in. This might be a little word of warning for you next week if you plan to come to the Corbin-Lexington Bryan Station football game. You might want to come out a little bit early in order to get into the stadium and not have to stand out there and wait so long, as some of these people may be missing part of the first quarter of play. The Red Hounds have won the toss, elected to receive. Wearing their home red tonight, Lafayette, of course, a very colorful team with the white jerseys, red headgears, and blue pants. So we're just about set for this big football game between the fifth-rated 4A club, Lexington Lafayette, and the second-rated AA club in the state, the Corbin Red Hounds. We'll be back with the start of tonight's activity right after these messages from our sponsors. And here they come, the Corbin Red Hounds back onto the field as the crowd awaits them. Come to their feet here in Dennis Stadium, led out by big number 75, Mark Hensley, who plays such a great nose guard for the Hounds. We might comment on the program this year at Corbin. It gives a 10-year history of the Corbin Red Hounds, and as usual, one of the most attractive programs that you'll see at a football game. A decade of Red Hound tradition is featured on the front. In those 10 years, Corbin has won 92 games while losing only 18. Obviously, very few schools can match that record. As I said a moment ago, Corbin has won the toss, elected to receive. And they're going to have Dale Fox, number 26, that'll be standing deep. Off to his right will be Dwayne Steele, and to his left will be Ben Hoover. Doing the kicking chores for Lexington Lafayette is Tim Chesney, a 5'11", 150-pound senior. And here we go, our game ready to get underway, and it is. As Chesney approaches the football, a very short kick. It's going to be taken at the 15-yard line by Fox to the 20, 25, 30, headed toward the out of bounds. He's out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Forced out over there by Mark Phillips, 5'8", 149-pound senior. But Corbin will have good field position as they start tonight's football game. The official says that he was closer to the 31-yard line is where he stepped out of bounds, and that's where Corbin will line up now as Mike Jackson, the quarterback, will come in to call the play. Jackson, 6', 171-pound senior, hitting on 60% of his passes thus far in this young football season. He went to the air only 4 times last week against Paris and completed 1 of those. Hound set up on the hash mark to the left side of the field. They line up out of the eye, strong to the right side. Jackson hands it right up the middle to Fox. Fox, 35. He pulls people with him to the 40-yard line. So Dale Fox on the first play of this game gets 9 yards. Dale averaging 6 yards per carry, gets 9 on the first play of this game tonight. And Corbin will have it second down and a yard to go. The crowd continues to come in here at Campbell Field. Jones to the left, Miracle to the right, out of the wishbone formation with Chris Hart, the fullback, set ahead of the halfback. The handoff is given to fake to Stevens. The pass play to Fox, and he can't hold on. And Bill Hoover, Corbin pulled off some mighty fine faking in the backfield.
It was a good job. He went ahead and faked the first man through there, went ahead and set up, and the ball was just a little bit in behind Dale that time.
They'll have it third down and 1. A very good play to pass on, obviously.
Yes, sir.
You're out of breath. Took the escalator up here to the upper press box. Ready to go now on third down. 1 yard to go for the first down. Once again, the Red Hounds line up in their power formation. As the handoff is given to Toby Stevens. Stevens really not hit as he trips across the line of scrimmage for the first down to the 44. Maybe somebody got part of his foot, but looked like a good hole on that right side.
Had a good hole there. It looked like that there was somebody just tripped him up a little bit. It was a good job by Toby. First down.
Toby is averaging 6.2 yards per carry. He hasn't carried that much, only 10 times this year. That one he gets 4 yards on. First and 10 from the 44-yard line. Again, the power formation. Nick Creech for the first time tonight. Creech looking for a hole off that right side, refuses to go down, finally does, as he crosses the 45 up to about the 47.
Well, he just laid his head in there on that guard that time, tried to find some room. It was actually clogged and actually kicked it outside there, picked up a couple of yards.
Matter of fact, let's give him to the 48 as we see the placement now. That'll be 4 yards. His longest run thus far this year has been 5. Nick hasn't been used that much either. Corbin will have it second down and 6 for the first down as they'll try Fox running hard. Midfield 45, Fox 40, Fox to the 39-yard line and bumped out of bounds. And there he goes again.
A little surprised on the defensive backs that time for Lafayette. They actually just kind of waited for him to get to them rather than close on him. He had a good hole as he came through the line there. They just waited for him to come to them.
That's a 14-yard run. 14 yards on that one from the 48 down to the 38. And Corbin has their second first down at the Lafayette 38-yard line. Again out of the wishbone power formation. Fox again off the left side. Fox getting 4 yards this time as he carries into the 34-yard line.
He's coming right through there over Carter and Sipe on that, and Carter and Sipe both did an excellent job that time on the line.
Down East up with Bill Hoover on the microphone tonight from Campbell Field. The Hounds in their home opener against Lexington Lafayette. A drive underway, originating at the 31-yard line. They're down to the 34 now of Lafayette. Second down and 6 for the first down. Again, the power formation to the right side. Toby Stevens bounces off people. Toby gets the opening and crosses the 30 to the 29.
I believe he's going to be a little bit short, though, on that. Actually, the hole wasn't there to begin with, and then it seemed like that the people just went ahead and stayed with their block, and they went ahead and opened up. And he got a good run out of it.
That's the 7th play on this drive that originated back at the 31. Toby got 5 yards on the play, but it's going to be shy of a yard. Third down, 1 to go for the first down. We have Jackson and Miracle lined up on that right side of the line. The pitch goes to Dale. He's going to be hit behind the line, and it's breaking down for a loss.
Yeah, it was a big play that time. Big play. We needed that bad. And just the time he got to the corner there, they had a man that came through. He seemed like he wasn't even touched.
Dan Houlihan, number 37, a 6', 205-pound senior, got in on Dale very quickly. That's going to be a loss back to the 31, a loss of 2. And Corbin now has the decision here on fourth down. 3 to go for the first down. Of course, we're in 4-down territory, but the big play to keep a drive alive. Jones wide to the left. Off to the right is Miracle. Slot man to the left side, Stevens. In motion is Steely. Back to throw Jackson. He looks, he throws. He has Steely. Steely, no, did not get the first down. Got just over the 30-yard line, but needed to get to about the 28.
I'll tell you what, defensive end on the other side there for Lafayette, he was closing fast, and I think Mike felt him before he released that ball. Was completion, but we just didn't get enough. And we're in a football game. We're playing an excellent football team here.
Corbin gives it up on downs at the 29-yard line. That pass play good for 2 yards. And Lafayette gets set for their first offensive series of the night. Their quarterback is Bill Martin. Billy Martin, 5'9", 158-pound senior. Vic Johnson is the wingback, number 9. He's in the slot to the right. Off to the left is George. The pitch goes to Johnson, trying outside in. Shannon Sams can't get to him. Flag goes down. Jones bumps him out of bounds, but a penalty marker has been dropped.
Well, it appears where the flag went down that it would be a clip. Sams had him out there. Shannon had him where he had him turned in. It looked like a crackback man came back in there, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a clipping penalty.
That is exactly where the penalty marker was dropped at the 30-yard line where Sam's was, and it's going to be a 10-yard offensive holding penalty against Lafayette. So that gain of about 3 or 4 yards by Johnson will be wiped out, and the penalty has set him back to the 21-yard line from the point of the foul. It will be first down and 20 yards to go for the first down. Let's call it 19. For the Generals of Lafayette, they're back to their 21-yard line now. We're in the opening quarter. There's no score, having played 4 minutes and 10 seconds. And this game being presented by Pepsi-Cola, the choice of every Corbin generation. Lafayette now will split the end to the left side as the handoff again is given to Johnson. Johnson is hit near the line of scrimmage, goes down after getting a couple.
You had Mark Hensley that time that went ahead and penetrated the line. He actually tripped him up there. He just kind of scattered a little bit there to get past the line of scrimmage.
Always nervous, though, when Johnson gets the ball, has the potential to break it on any play with his speed, but he gets only 2 this time to the 23-yard line. That's going to make it second down and 17 for the Lafayette first down. Lafayette will show us the split wing back to the left side. And George back to throw as the quarterback Martin. He throws high, got Johnson at the 40, and he's knocked out of bounds by Steele right near a first down.
Yeah, it was a big play. You saw it coming that time. That's the Johnson that you talk about. Had a pretty good write-up in Lexington Herald this morning about him, but I believe he's going to be hard-pressed to show the speed that we saw last week against Paris.
He's just a yard shy of getting that first down. Pumas last week showed us an 80-yard gallop for a touchdown on a pass reception and a 90-yard run, and he did have the speed. Third down, a yard to go for Lafayette now. Big play for the Generals. As the handoff is given to George, George may have it as he crosses the 40 to about the 41.
We did a good job on the line that time. Of course, he got enough for the first down.
Give him 2 yards. Lafayette gets their first down. Of course, that big play was the 16-yard pass play to Johnson that set him up for that first down there. They're at their own 42-yard line. The Generals will split Devaney to the left side, Johnson to the right. In motion, it's Johnson, pardon me. Johnson's back to throw. He throws downfield, nobody there. However, Kelly Ferris saw what was happening and almost got there to intercept.
Yeah, Kelly, it was over Kelly's head. We had actually had 3 people behind their receiver. Kelly was back there.
So they throw a wrinkle into the offense already as Vic Johnson got the pitch and made a bad throw. It's going to be second down 10 for the Generals now. Let's spot some of the defensive players for Corbin along that front line. Jim Lacefield, 81. Hensley, number 75, right in the middle of that at nose. Number 71 is Chaz Carpenter. Off to the right along the front line at end is Kyle Jones. Corner on the right side, Shannon Sams. To the left side, we see Kelly Ferris. Backing up the line, Scott Miracle and Chris Hart. Now Ferris goes back to a deep safety along with Steele, and on the corner to the left side will be Toby Stevens, ready to go on the second down 10 play. Handoff given to the fullback, bumps across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. Ball carrier is Johnny Robinson. He gets about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, it looked like we had Creech, Jones, and Hensley on that tackle that time.
So 4-yard pickup. It's third down and 6 for Lafayette now. Again, it's big play time for them. And they're going to talk about it here with a timeout. They call timeout with 5 minutes, 36 seconds to go. We're in the opening period. Timeout on the score is Corbin nothing, Lafayette nothing. Lafayette had the big decision to make. They called the timeout to talk about it on third down and 6 for the first down from the 46-yard line, and here they go now. Let's see what they've called. They have a slot back to the right side as Martin goes under. He pitches back to his fullback, who's throwing downfield. There's a little bit of bump and a touchdown by Vic Johnson. Simple as that. It's a touchdown.
Well, you called a bump there, and he did. He certainly bumped. He bumped Steely that time, bumped him enough that he went ahead and broke clear. He's got speed enough that he doesn't have to do that, but he did bump him before he made the reception.
Down at the 30-yard line, Steely and Vic Johnson were both racing downfield. There was the collision. Steely led up. Johnson kept going. Just like that, the touchdown pass goes from Doug Cook, the fullback, to Vic Johnson, and that is good for 54 yards and a touchdown, coming with 5 minutes and 28 seconds here in the opening period. Quite a shocker there with the way that developed. The try for the point after touchdown, Chesney to kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. And just like that, Lafayette has taken a 7-0 lead. Tim Chesney to kick off. Chesney, again, it's a short kick. Steely will take it this time at the 15 to the 20. Steely 25-30. Steely is across the 30 to about the 32 or 33. So a moment ago, Corbin used 10 plays to move from the 31 down to the Lafayette 29-yard line before they gave it up on downs. Here, the Red Hounds will have to earn their way upfield again.
Now, we had it all going for us there the last time. We were in there short, fourth and short, and we just didn't pull it out. We let them have the ball. They got their first down. They had an opportunity to break the big play there in their next series.
We're at the 33-yard line with two people out to the right side, and Miracle and Stevens way to the right side as the handoff is given to Fox. Fox looking for an opening in behind Crook. Can't find it and goes down at the 35, so he got 2 yards.
Yeah, we had Dale came in. I actually thought we were going to throw the football there. I saw the twins out, and I guess that was what Cotton was trying to do too. But Fox just couldn't find the hole there. It wasn't there on that side.
2 will make it 2nd down and 8 for the first down at the 35-yard line. 4 minutes, 38 seconds here in the opening period. Lexington Lafayette leading Corbin by 7-0, so they've scored as many points here tonight as they did last year in the Thoroughbred Bowl against this Red Hound team. On the 2nd down play out of the wishbone formation, the counter to Fox. Fox lowers his head, gets across the 40 to about the 41-yard line and some 6 more yards.
That hole opens up pretty good. It opens up pretty good on this side. You got Carter and Sipe over here on this side, and it opened up real well.
It's going to make it 3rd down and short yardage now, about 1.5 yards or so to go for the first down. And on this 3rd down play, Fox will be over at the sideline talking to Coach Cotton Adams. In his place in the backfield is Nick Creech. So the lineup will have Hart, Creech, and Stevens behind Jackson. Big 3rd down play here. Just over the 40-yard line. Jackson calls. Jackson gives. Stevens off that right side. Gets free for the first down. Moves it up to the 44.
Yeah, we got a first down, and I want to apologize. I had Paul Jackson in there that last time rather than Sipe at the guard on this side with Carter. And Paul Jackson not only made a block the play before, but he made an awfully nice block that time.
The first down by Stevens is Corbin's 3rd of this football game. They have it at their own 44-yard line now. Out of the wishbone set as Jackson fakes it into the middle on the option, keeps the ball to the 45, and down he goes at about the 47 or 48.
I thought he was going to cut it up and keep it up, and actually it looked like it was there, and whenever he made his cut back, they closed on him. It was still a good run over Mike.
To the 47, give him 3 yards, and the Hounds will have it 2nd down and 7 for the first down. Lafayette leading by 7-0 here in the opening period of play. They got their score on a 54-yard touchdown pass from the fullback to Vic Johnson. Now Jackson on the option to the right side. The trailer is Stevens. Jackson keeps for the first down. He's inside Lafayette territory to the 44-yard line. So Mike Jackson, very nice running off that right side.
Yeah, he ran that option play that time. He ran that perfection that time. He went ahead and kept the ball up, went ahead and had his read there real well, and got the first down.
Got him 9 yards on that run. He did that well last week against Paris on an option to the right side for a 12-yard run. Here for Corbin's 4th first down of this football game. Same set again, out of the wishbone, with both ends in tight from the 44. Creech gets the call. Creech busts it in there for his best run of the year as he crosses the 40 and gets down to the 36. And Creech goes for 8 yards.
Yeah, Creech punished the linebacker that time. He actually really punished him. Good run by Nick.
Corbin rolling up the yardage, but they trail here in the opening period by 7-0 with 2 minutes and 5 seconds in the quarter. Next week, they'll be playing Lexington Bryan Station here at Campbell Field. Now we have it 2nd down and 2 for the first down at the Lafayette 36-yard line. Again, the power formation as the fake, well, it's given to Fox, and Fox breaking through people. I thought he was taken down at the line of scrimmage, but the power in that drive just kept him moving forward, and a Corbin first down.
No whistle, you know, there was no whistle on it, and he actually, I thought he was froze at the line of scrimmage. I thought they were going to go ahead and call his forward progress stop there, but he went ahead and broke through. Good run by Dale.
Corbin's 5th first down as he moves the ball to the 30-yard line, give him 6 more yards, and 1st and 10 at the Lafayette 30. Corbin advanced to the Lafayette 29 on their first offensive series downfield. As the pitch goes to Fox, Fox didn't see anything outside in, takes it inside and goes for a couple of yards to the 28. Dale saw the defensive lineman probably the end to the right side coming up, and he cut inside of him.
Yeah, I thought he had room there, but he didn't have what he thought. But Coach Adams picked up something on that. He felt like it was open to the outside. He's letting them know about it right now too.
2 yards to the 28. Corbin's deepest penetration thus far with a minute to go in the opening period. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the first down. Stevens, Hart, and Fox in the Corbin backfield. Here's the option to the right side. Jackson keeps Jackson 25 down to the 22. And again, Corbin continues to move the ball forward.
He's reading that. He's reading what they're giving him, and he's taking it. We're getting good yardage out of that. Mike's playing good football.
That run is good for 6 more yards. Corbin will have it 3rd down, a couple to go for the first down at the Lafayette 22-yard line. 30 seconds now remaining in the opening period of this football game. Corbin trails by 7-0. Same power formation now right in the center of the field. On the 3rd down and 2, it's Fox. Fox going outside in, gets by 1, cuts into another, gets the first down, punishes people down to the 15-yard line, and a Corbin first down.
I'm watching their secondary people, and they're not taking Dale on like I thought that they would. They're laid back away from him, letting him go ahead and pick up his yardage, like come to me rather than go to him.
To the 15-yard line, that's a run of 7 yards, and Corbin's 6th first down of this ball game. But the time is going to get them as they'll have to move to the other end of the football field. So Lafayette will take the lead at the end of the first period. After 1 quarter, here from Campbell Field, the score, Lexington Lafayette 7, Corbin nothing. Corbin down to the Lexington Lafayette 15-yard line as the Hounds have it 1st and 10 from there. Stevens gets the call, but Stevens won't get far, maybe a yard at the most.
Yeah, it was clogged up on that side over there, and he was trying to go over where Carter and Creech was leading the way along with Paul Jackson.
Got him a yard to the 14-yard line. Again, we see the presence of Andy Bishkoff, 6'1", 215-pound senior, stopping him on that play. So 2nd down and 9 from the Lafayette 14-yard line. Just underway here in the second period of this football game. Out of the power formation on the hash mark to the left side of the football field, Jackson calls. Jackson gives to Fox. Fox across the 15 to the 10, and then he's turned back after getting 4 yards.
Yeah, there's about 4 of them at him there. Still a good run by him. He's running in there behind Merrill was trying to get a block on that along with Creech.
That is Corbin's 12th play on this drive. They're down to the 10-yard line of Lafayette now. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 for the first down. So the Red Hounds have been able to maintain ball control in this game, which I think is what they would want to do with the explosive power of Lexington Lafayette, but they still trail by 7-0. Down at the 10-yard line now on the 3rd down play. Jackson fakes it he gives it to Fox inside the 10. Fox gets the first down. I think we have a headgear too, as Fox just drives it into the 5-yard line. A beautiful run.
Yeah, it looked like face mask over there on that corner. Number 3 looked like he got him with a face mask. That's a big penalty. That's a big penalty for us.
Average player would have gone down behind the line, but Dale took a couple of people in for the first down.
We needed that. We need to penetrate right there.
From the 5, he gets 5 yards on the run, and Corbin's 7th first down. Then the penalty will put it half the distance of the goal line to the 2 1/2. And Corbin has it first down and goal to go from there. So the Hounds, wanting to tie it up here in the second period of this game, have an excellent opportunity from the 2.5-yard line. Mike Jackson, the quarterback, calls. Jackson gives to Fox. Fox off that left side will not get in on the first play.
No, he went ahead and put his head in there, though. Trying to go off of Carter, and let's see, we got number 62 in there. Lynn Reeves in there trying to lead that away.
Lafayette had Ton Snyder, 5'11", 185-pound senior linebacker, to plug up that hole. And so Corbin has it second down and a yard to go for the touchdown. Second and a yard. Here's the play, the call, the give. Jackson keeps it right behind Hart. Beautiful play.
Super job that time. He went ahead and led little Derby in there, and he just followed right in behind him. Found that goal line.
Mike Jackson with his third touchdown of the year, the first in this game. Corbin will have a chance to tie it up on the point after touchdown. 9 minutes and 37 seconds here in the second period of this game. 7-6 Lafayette. Oh, we're going to have Ben Hoover trying his first point after touchdown of the year. So the sophomore kicker here. Big extra point try. Ferris holding. Here's the kick. It is, oh, what a beautiful kick. Wow. That ties it up. 7-7. The kickoff. A nice one. It's a good kick. Will be taken at the 8-yard line. Up to the 20, 25, and down at about the 28-yard line goes Johnny Robinson, and Lexington Lafayette will have their second offensive series.
Let's see, we had Barnett and Steely on the tackle that time.
Lafayette in their lineup now. At quarterback, Billy Martin. Wingback, Vic Johnson. Tailback is Antoine George. And the fullback is Doug Cook. Lafayette will line up with Johnson in a slot to the left. George, wing to the right. The pitch goes to Johnson. Penalty marker dropped as Johnson cuts the corner. 35, 40, 45 midfield. But that's going for naught, I'm pretty sure. Pretty obvious penalty, I think.
Well, what happened is when they set their option man over here on the other side, he wasn't set a full count, I don't think, and as soon as the play developed, he had one coming in motion, the other man hadn't been set for full count, and I think there's a reason for the flag on that.
It looked like almost like two people in motion on the same play, which obviously is illegal. So that nice run by Vic Johnson will be called back, and Lexington Lafayette will start at 1st and 15 from the 23-yard line. But again, Johnson serves notice of what we have to defend against.
Yeah, we can't let him outside. We can't do that.
Lafayette, first down and 15 now, back at the 23-yard line. They have into the lineup in the backfield Theo Hershey, 5'9", 150-pound junior. Hershey is in motion to the right, out of the I formation, as the handoff's given to the fullback, and he's hit hard as he comes to the line of scrimmage. Cook gets short yardage.
Got Hensley and Barnett and Creech on the tackle there, and they made him pretty good there at the line of scrimmage.
Got him 2 yards to the 25. The Generals now will be faced with second down and 13 for the first down. Racing into the lineup with the play is Jeff Neal, 6', 165-pound junior, at the end position, as Lafayette will send Neal to the right side. Hershey is in the slot to the left. Martin, the quarterback for the Generals. From the 25-yard line, it's Martin back to throw. He throws, looking for Johnson. Behind him, incomplete. Johnson was turning his neck, twisting it like a crane out there, trying to find the ball, but it was poorly thrown.
Poorly thrown pass. We had Stevens, Creech, and Ferris that were in the area. Had 2 Generals in the same area, too, and the ball was actually thrown between 5 people.
Now, what we saw a moment ago out of the Generals, they came up with that big play on third down. Rather, it was the second down at the time. Got 16 yards, and here they have a third down and 13, so you still have to watch against the ability of Johnson to get deep on you. They'll split Johnson in a slot to the right side as the end is split to the right. That is Rob Stromberg. Martin is back to throw. Martin looking for Johnson. He'll throw it hard. It is incomplete. So far, this quarterback is way off target.
Yeah, he's putting a lot of zip on the ball there. He just overthrew 84. 84 was out there in a kind of in the middle of the field. He just went ahead and threw it bang.
So Stromberg, the intended receiver, it goes incomplete. Lafayette uses up their third down, so they go to 4th and 13, and deep for Corbin. Anticipating the punt will be Dwayne Steele. Steele, a 5'10", 163-pound junior, is waiting back at the 40-yard line. Lafayette has in punt formation Jeff Neal. He's standing back at his own 10. Good snap back. Neal puts the toe to it. Nice punt out of there. As Steele didn't even look at the ball. Let it hit. Was he looking? Help me out, Bill. I thought he was looking downfield and not at the football.
Well, when he first did it, I thought Coach Adams, and I still believe he did, I think Coach Adams wanted the ball to go ahead. He didn't want anybody to put their hands on it. That's what I think, because he didn't say anything to Steele when he came off.
Well, fortunately, it did not take a good Lafayette roll as the ball hit right beside Steele at the 40-yard line and rolled only down to the 33, where Corbin will take over for their third offensive series of this football game. So the Redhounds have moved the ball well, and each time they've had it, we're tied at 7-all. 7 minutes and a half to go in the first half. This time from the 33-yard line. Jackson gives to Toby Stevens. Stevens gets a couple to the 35 before the hole closes on him.
Well, Lafayette had 6 men on the line of scrimmage that time and had 3 linebackers stacked right behind them. Actually, looking at 6 to 8 people to 9 people on the line of scrimmage. And I noticed in the last series it was pretty much the same way, except when it got down to the other end. We're still getting good yardage out of our power game with all those people stacked in there.
Lafayette has not proven that they can stop Corbin yet, as the Redhounds in the 2 other drives moved it for 3-5 yards at a clip. Here they have it 2nd down and 8 from their own 35-yard line. Everybody up close on that line of scrimmage now. Out of the power formation, Stevens gets the call. Stevens, good running room right up the middle, has crossed the 40 to the 42.
Good run by Toby that time, and we've got good blocking on the line of scrimmage. You got Jackson, Will Sears in there, and I think Will Sears did a good job that time.
So the gain is good for 7 yards, and 3rd down, a yard to go for the first down. Corbin has a tough schedule. Opened with Danville, then Paris, and now Lexington Lafayette. We're tied here at 7-all. On the 3rd and 1 play, Jackson rolls it along the line of scrimmage, keeps the ball, gets the first down. Mike is up to the 47-yard line and a pickup of 5 yards or so.
I like his running, but I want him to stay healthy.
Jackson, in his senior year here at Corbin, has moved it, let's call it the 48, a pickup of 6. And for Corbin in first downs, that is their 8th of the ball game. Lafayette has only 1, so Corbin has really dominated play. They've had the ball the majority of the first half, but the score is tied at 7-all. Miracle wide to the right side. In the slot is Stevens. Jackson on the option to the right side. Pitches back to Fox. Fox trying to elude people. Cannot do it. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They had it covered. They had the pitch man covered, had the quarterback covered, and they had safety coming up to it, too. So it was a good job of defending it by the Generals.
Nowhere to go for the Redhounds that time, and they're going to be facing 2nd down and 10 now from their own just shy of the 48-yard line. 5 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. We're in the second period of this football game from Campbell Field in Corbin. The home opener for the Redhounds. Kyle Jones goes wide to the left, Miracle wide to the right. Corbin passed only 4 times last week. They have not passed thus far tonight. They are here. Back to throw. Jackson looks. He's got his man. Steele at midfield. The 45. The first down to the 41-yard line of Lafayette.
I tell you what, he did a good job of concentrating on catching the football, and then after he caught it, he had a good lick put on him, and he did a good job of breaking that and getting the first down. Good job by Steele and a good pass by Jackson.
11 yards on that pass play to Dwayne Steele, the junior halfback. So Mike Jackson, with people coming right at him, put it right on target to Steele, and Corbin has picked up their 9th first down of this first half. And now the Redhounds are going to call timeout. We have 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the first half of this game from Campbell Field. Timeout with the score, Corbin 7, Lafayette 7. Down just shy of the 40-yard line as the handoff is given to Stevens. Stevens loses the ball. They stripped him. A penalty marker goes down. I think Lafayette has the ball, but we'll have to wait to see what has transpired. Toby was barely moving, but he was not down when the ball was stripped from him, and Lafayette may get it. It's holding against Corbin. Lafayette will get the football at their own 42-yard line, and a big break for the Generals.
Well, they just stripped the ball from him in the backfield before he ever got to the line of scrimmage. I don't think he had a real good handle on it, and that might have been the reason that he wasn't moving the way he was supposed to.
He was not down when the ball was knocked away from him. And since the penalty was against Corbin for holding, Lafayette gets it, so that stops their third drive of the night. And Lafayette gets good field position at their own 42-yard line. Lafayette has started tonight from the 29, their 28. Corbin has started from the 31, 33, and 33 in their 3 offensive series. Martin is checking with his backfield now, trying to get them lined up properly. I still don't know if they are. Cook, the fullback, Johnson, everybody moving around back there. They're going to have to call timeout.
Well, the quarterback lined up behind the guard that time. He was trying to get his backfield set because they couldn't figure out what he was trying to call and didn't remember it. And then the tackle had to tell him he was lined up behind the guard, so then he went ahead and took the timeout.
Now the Generals are set to go from their own 42-yard line, 1st and 10 on the first play after the fumble. Johnson in motion to the right side. It's a counter in the backfield, and George is hit and taken down behind the line at the 40.
I'm pretty sure it's Hensley, and it is. Good job by Mark Hensley.
Had help from Jeff Crook, 67, and Creech, number 22, but Hensley was there to make sure that George was going nowhere. He loses 2 yards to the 40, and Lafayette will have its 2nd down and 12. Corbin has dominated here in the first half of this game, but we're tied at 7-all with 3 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the half. And, of course, Lafayette looking at that scoreboard, knowing they have very little time to try to drive it downfield. Johnson wide out to the left side. Sams comes up to cover up on him. It's the fake draw. Now back to throw is Martin. He throws. Johnson has it. He was out of bounds. That's right. Good call by the official.
I'm watching Coach Adams, and I'm watching Coach Pyers down here, and they're trying to tell Shannon something. Shannon actually came up real tight on him on the line of scrimmage. I was thinking, I said, well, you know, he's got some speed. It looks like, you know, he's going to back off, and he broke in behind him there, and that area was open.
He just had the tip of a foot out of bounds when he caught the ball, and that saved it from being a 1st down in Corbin territory. So Lafayette now has it 3rd down, 12 to go from their own 40-yard line. Johnson goes wide to the right side, covered by Miracle over there. Martin back to throw. Martin looks. He's looking for Johnson. Airs it out way down there. Ferris goes up, knocks it down, almost had the interception. Kelly Ferris played that like a center fielder that time, had his eye on it all the way.
Kelly had it all the way. He did a good job. Had both hands on it. Johnson actually slid right in there real close to him. Too close.
You just don't like to have to deal with people like Big Johnson. The potential is there on every play. But here they have it 4th down and 12 for the 1st down. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass. And Corbin will drop back 2 people, Steely and Hoover, and they're standing inside the 25-yard line. Neal in punt formation as he's back at his own 25. Lafayette has only 1 1st down here in the first half, but it's tied at 7-all. High snap, but he gets it out of there. And Hoover will call for the fair catch and takes it up at the 31 or 32s. So each time Corbin has had the football tonight, they've had it around the 31-yard line. The first offensive series at the 31, the second 33, the third the 33, and now to split the difference on their 4th offensive series of the half, they have it at the 32-yard line. 3 minutes and 10 seconds, and for Corbin, that's enough time to march it downfield.
I'm trying to think if we go to our 3-minute offense or we just go ahead and try to grind it out and get it on up the field.
Let's see what they do. Toby Stevens wide to the right at end. Out of the I formation, playing the tailback slot is Dale Fox. Ahead of him is Hart. Handoff to Fox. Straight up the middle he comes. And Fox wedges it out for about 3 to the 35.
Again, he's coming off that side. He got Barnett and no, I'm not. I'm sorry. I keep getting Barnett mixed up with Lynn Reeves. Got Lynn Reeves, made a good block on that. He got Carter on that side. And it looks like Sipes in there guard.
Hounds will have it 2nd down and 7. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go now. Score tied at 7-all. Fox will be a wing to the right side. Here's Jackson. Straight up the middle again to Stevens. Stevens cracks across, loses the ball. Lafayette's got it. Had the first down, but could not hold on to the football. And the young man who's showing good running prowess here tonight has coughed it up.
That's how we made a good run on it. He's actually stopped at the line of scrimmage and broke one and got on out there and just lost the handle on the ball.
Lafayette will have it at the Corbin 42-yard line. Well, they have time now with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first half. Vic Johnson will go a wing to the right. They have a slot man to the left side as the handoff. Oh, given to George, who's tackled by Hensley on a beautiful stop behind the line.
It's one of the best down linemen in the state of Kentucky. Mark Hensley did an excellent job that time.
Loss of 2 to the 44-yard line, and Mark was on Antoine George before he knew what hit him. Johnson goes out of the lineup this time. 1:47 to go in the first half. As I said, Lafayette has only 1 first down in the ball game, but the score is tied at 7-all. They have it at the Corbin 44. It's a slot to the left again. Martin back to throw. Martin looking downfield for Neal. He's airing it out down there. And intercepted by Ferris at the 5, 10, 15. Kelly Ferris coming back to the 25. Up that sideline to the 30. And down he goes at about the 31 or 32. Kelly Ferris played that beautifully as Lexington Lafayette had Jeff Neal on a sprint right down the center of the field, and it was up for grabs, but Ferris got it.
Don't play it any better than that. Kelly did an excellent job that time. He had 2 defenders back there. The ball went through one of them, right into Kelly. He's playing center field back there, and he got some good run back on it. Did a good job protecting the ball, too, whenever they closed on him. Did an excellent job.
Well, as it's been all night, Corbin gets it at the 31-yard line, but now the time is the difference. We're down to 1 minute, 2 seconds in the first half, and the Hounds have it 1st and 10 from their 31. Stevens wide out to the left side. Jackson under. Jackson back to throw. Jackson looking, dumps it across the line of scrimmage, no good. Clock stopped at 50 seconds. The pass intended for Dale Fox. Corbin in passing tonight is 1 for 3. Pardon me, 2 for 4. As we've had Steele pick up a couple of them thus far tonight. Clock stopped with 50 seconds to go in the half now. 2nd down and 10 at the 31-yard line. Score tied at 7-all. Big crowd looking on from Campbell Field and Corbin. Corbin 2-0 on the year. Lafayette 1-1. Ben Hoover wide out to the left side. Handoff is given to Fox. Fox trying to run up the middle. Gets short yardage to the 35 and taken down after a 4-yard pickup.
Number 39 for the Generals made a good tackle on him. He met him one-on-one. That wasn't a tackle that Dale went down on last week. Never went down with anybody one-on-one last week, but he made an excellent tackle.
Fox has carried the ball 14 times for 62 yards thus far tonight. Much tougher yardage here tonight than last week when he picked up 216 yards, averaging 145 yards per ball game in the first 2. 15 seconds to go on the 3rd down play. Ben Hoover gets the call for the first time. Hoover is stopped after it gets about 3 yards off the right side to about the 38. And with that, Corbin was going to let the time run out, but Lafayette stops the clock with 5 seconds to go. So a last-ditch desperation move for Lafayette, hoping that something will develop for them on perhaps the kick play or the final play of this first half. The power formation. Just 5 seconds now. Jackson calls. He gives. Here's Fox. Fox off that left side. Fox gets 5 more yards up to the 45-yard line. Well, let's give him 7 on that play because he got to the 45, but time has run out here in the first half. Donnie Step with Bill Hoover, Dale Johnson, and Fred Hall here on WYGO and Southern Cablevision with Corbin Lexington Lafayette football at halftime. The score, Corbin 7, Lafayette 7. We'll be right back. The Corbin Redhound Marching Band on the field right now as we present it to our television audience and the radio audience. Let's enjoy Corbin Marching Band.
The Corbin High School Band is under the direction of Mr. John Talbot. The field commander is Dickie Alsop. Assistant field commander Suzanne Pennington. The band captains are Patrick.
As the Corbin Redhound Marching Band now is prepared to present their halftime performance, again, let's go down to the field and the Corbin Marching Band. Corbin Band performing here at halftime, and the crowd enjoying it, a big crowd. Hey, they do such a fine job, the Corbin Marching Band here at halftime. Corbin and Lafayette knotted up at 7-all in the Red Hounds' first home football game of the year. Tonight, the Red Hounds have been led by Dale Foxen running with 69 yards on 15 carries. Toby Stevens has carried the ball 6 times for 18 yards. Jackson 5 times for 25 yards. Hart once for 4. Hoover once for 3, as the Corbin Red Hounds have registered a total of 9 first downs here in the first half. In passing, they're 2 for 4. Short passes, 1 of 11 and 1 of 2 to Steele. The Corbin Band continues to perform. And the Corbin Red Hound Marching Band performing here at halftime. In our audience tonight, Dr. Keith Smith's birthday. Unaware of what's about to happen, Dr. Keith Smith reading his program as Dale focuses in on him in that red shirt with the white hat. Oh, he's been here for many, many years watching the Red Hounds play, and we want to wish him a happy birthday as he comes in for tonight's activity. Passing. Oh, we're singing happy birthday to Dr. Keith Smith. What a great guy. The deliverer of all my children. I guess you know that. And mighty proud. So in the first half, Lafayette has outgained Corbin 152 to 140 yards, but that you'd never know that because of the dimension of this game in which Corbin dominated the play and those long drives and getting the short yardage and controlling the football. So it's tied at halftime at 7-all. Of course, Lafayette, like Paris last week, scored on the long play, the 54 yards that they got on the touchdown pass from the fullback, Moore, to Vic Johnson on a sprint downfield to put him ahead. And then Corbin came back with a drive of their own for the Red Hounds. On that drive, they marched from their 33-yard line. It took them 15 plays as Jackson went in from the 1. Hoover kicked the extra point with 9:30 to go in the first half. Thus, we're tied at 7-all. So Corbin and Lexington Lafayette here at halftime, tied at 7-all. My old basketball partner here, Dan Hatch, comes in. Bill, now watch this. Watch this guy talk. What about basketball? How's it look, Dan?
Well, Don, it's good to see you, Bill and Dale. I met Coach Hicks. I'll tell you all briefly. I know we want to get back in the second half of this game. I met Coach Hicks back a couple weeks ago. Real fine fella. We haven't had a chance to discuss any basketball or anything yet. We played a little bit, and I've got a chance to play with some of the guys that are going to be out this year. A lot of enthusiasm on that team. These guys are a little pumped up now. They got the kind of thing that they want to do. You know, they're real determined. Dedication comes from determination, and these guys are determined to go out there and have it. I've got a little inside information that I'm going to be the first one to put out right here. I think we're going to see some new faces. We're going to see some guys out there on the basketball, at least at the tryouts this year. They're going to be out there. I'm hoping that Coach Hicks has the luxury of having 30 to 40 kids trying out for the top 10 spots this year, and there's that kind of enthusiasm around the gym right now. So some of these football players get done pounding some heads here and win them a state tournament. Get right on out there and play with them basketball players, help them out a little bit. Hope to see these big crowds like you're getting out here at these football games, too. It'd be a great pleasure to have them down there rooting us on, wouldn't it?
Dan, that's fine. What do you think about that, Bill? He's all right, huh?
Well, I can't say anything. He's standing on my foot.
Well, we're looking forward to a good basketball campaign under our new coach, Bill Hicks.
Well, you know, I want to take this opportunity. I'll find out some more things. I'll get back with you at some of these football games when we've got a little more time. Corbin's going to be beating some people real bad in the second half of some of these ball games, and we get close to basketball season. We'll talk about that, but I want to invite everybody to come out and support them like they do this football team. No predictions just yet. I make predictions of the Chicago Cubs and they lose, so I won't do that to the Red Hounds just yet.
Dan Ash, thank you. He joins us for our basketball telecast. Bill Hoover here on color commentator for our football. Bill moves back in. We're tied at 7-all. Bill, although Corbin dominated the first half, we're really in a dogfight.
Well, everything's even here. You know, I talked to some of the skeptics this week, and most of the people that usually say 10, 15-point victory for the Red Hounds, they said, no, this is going to be tough. It's going to be tougher than any game we played this year. Because Lafayette has improved since the Board County game. They played an excellent team last week, Shelby County, and they beat Shelby County, and so we're in a real dogfight.
7-7 as Vic Johnson goes deep for the Generals. He'll be standing near the 10-yard line. And kicking off will be Dale Fox, a new role for him. Brian Metzger not playing here tonight. And so Dale Fox has the kickoff duties. He did well on his first try. Here's his second. It's another nice kick. And will be bouncing over the head of the deep man, who'll go back to the 2-yard line and scoop it up at the 5 to the 10. And down he'll go near the 10-yard line.
Well, we got Hedge Foley on the tackle along with Dale Fox. Both of them downfield that time to make the tackle. Excellent kick. He mishandled the ball, had to field the ball just short of the goal line, and we're in a good position as long as we don't let them break anything outside.
Johnny Robinson was caught at the 10-yard line, and Corbin opens defensively the second half. So they have Lafayette back where they want them, deep in their own territory. The end. Stromberg split to the left side. Slot man to the right now as Billy Martin, the quarterback, goes under. Martin hands it off to Moore. Moore spins off one tackle, but not another, and they got him right along the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he hit somebody at the line of scrimmage and spun, and that time I think Lacefield wrapped him up along with even Chas Carpenter was all the way on that side of the line that time in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Second down and 10 for Lafayette on the hash mark to the right side of the field. 7-7 our score, just starting the third period of this game. Our last report had Danville leading Laurel County 12-0 in the first half. A game that has drawn much attention in this area. Slot to the right side as Lafayette will try it up the middle. They get about 5 yards. It looks like a fumble, but the whistle might have blown. Coming up with the ball was Shannon Sams. However, the ball carrier was already down, so they'll get him 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5.
We've got Chaz Carpenter, I think, down on the ground. He's had some. No, it's not Carpenter. I don't think. Yeah, it is too. He's had some shoulder problems. He's got a real tender shoulder, and I don't know if he even played last week. If he did, it was only a play or two, and it seems to be that shoulder.
So he's the most promising sophomore football player. That's what it is. He's coming out of the lineup as Jeff Crook has replaced him at that tackle slot to the right side. The gain was good for 5 yards to the 15, and Lafayette now has it 3rd down and 5. The clock starts again. 10.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd period. The Generals will put a couple of people into the lineup now as they had time to determine exactly what they want to do on this 3rd down play. Stromberg goes wide to the right at end. Slot man is to the left side. Martin on the 3rd down play is giving it off to Johnson. Johnson gets the 1st down as he goes all the way out to the 25-yard line and 10 yards.
There's a big series for Lafayette. They got some breathing room and a little more than that. We needed a hold on that play.
That is only their 2nd 1st down of this ball game as they moved it for 10 yards out to the 25. But a big play as Vic Johnson carries it for the 10. Lafayette has 97 yards rushing here tonight. They'll have Johnson wide to the right now from his halfback position. On the 1st and 10 from the 25, sliding along the line of scrimmage, the handoff to George. George breaks it for about 5 or 6 before he's taken down.
Nick Creech made initial contact, and then we had Sams and Hensley both that were in on that. But it was a pretty good yardage that time.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4, and this is the best that Lafayette has looked in the rushing game thus far tonight on the last 2 plays. Moved it for 10 and 6 yards, and now 2nd down and 4 for the 1st down. 7-7 our ball game. Corbin and Lafayette here from Campbell Field. Johnson goes wide to the right. Slotman Hershey to the left side. Martin back to throw, looking for Johnson. Airs it out for that long pass, and Johnson can't pull it down. Got the right hand up for it. Kelly Ferris was there guarding him.
Kelly put a pretty good lick on him that time. The ball was actually in his hands, and he just couldn't hold on to it, and he was in a good area. Quarterback had some pressure on him, too, that time.
Well, now it's 3rd down and 4 for Lafayette. So rather than staying on the ground and trying to punch it upfield, they go for the pass. It goes incomplete, leaves them with 3rd and 4. 8 minutes, 57 seconds. We're in the 3rd period of this game. Score tied at 7-all. Corbin undefeated, 2-0 on the year. Lafayette is 1-1. Johnson again wide to the right at the halfback position. The fumble at the line of scrimmage. They're diving for it. I don't know who has it. But the quarterback pulling back did get back on top of it apparently as Lafayette has recovered, but it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, ball just kind of fell out of Hensley's grasp that time. He was in there right on the quarterback, did a good job at the nose position, and we've got the big 4th down here. We got a chance to get it back and get a little field position.
Loss of 1 to the 30, so it's 4th down and 5, and Corbin drops deep. Steele and Hoover, they're standing inside the Corbin 40-yard line. In to do the punting for Lafayette will be Jeff Neal, 6', 165-pound junior. Neal has dropped back inside his 15-yard line. So the Redhounds about to get the ball for the first time this 2nd half. Snap back. It's low. He picks it up off the ground and gets it out of there. Hoover watching the ball come downfield, fields it at the 37. Stutter steps to his right, comes back to his left across the 40 to the 41, and goes down there. But Corbin will have good field position as we have a timeout with 8:03 to go in the 3rd period. Timeout on the score. Corbin 7, Lafayette 7. Jackson being dropped way behind the line of scrimmage. Jackson rolling to his right, trying to throw, and he was dropped way behind the line of scrimmage from the 41-yard line. It's going to be spotted at the 30, a loss of 11, and Mike was running for his life.
I couldn't tell whether it was a defensive end or linebacker that came in on this side that time. He just stayed and wouldn't let him get any deeper than he was, and Mike just couldn't get out of the grasp of him.
So now the Redhounds will have it 2nd down and 21 for the 1st down as Scott Miracle splits it in to the right side and Kyle Jones to the left. In the slot is Dale Fox. In motion, Steele. Jackson back to throw. Jackson being chased. He throws downfield. and intercepted. Tipped up in the air and taken by George, or did he hold on? No, he didn't.
No, the Fisher was right there, right on top of it, and he's not complaining any. He had the ball, and whenever he hit the ground, the ball came out.
He tipped the ball at about the 47-yard line, went back to midfield to try to grab it. Toby Stevens, the intended receiver, and that ball was very close to being a reception for Corbin, too.
Well, he actually threw it over the defenders. The boy went back and made a nice play on the ball, and actually just couldn't hold on to it.
Now it's 3rd down and 21 for the Hounds from their own 30-yard line. Here's a quick kick out of there. Oh, boy, we pulled this against Danville. We're doing it again, but it's not taking a Corbin roll. Now rolls a little bit across the 30 down to the 29. Well, the Red Hounds had McPherson in wearing jersey number 44. McPherson, who opened the year with number 87 against Danville, and that is a good maneuver here tonight.
Well, you know, if you're Lafayette and you scouted obviously up there in Lexington, and they saw 87 come in and do that, and I'm sure if he had 87, they would have been alerted to it. But he's wearing 44, as you said.
So Corbin pulls off a very nice quick kick when they found themselves in trouble. Danville still leading Laurel County 12-0. They're in the second half of that ball game. Now wide out to the right side is Johnson. Back to throw is Martin. Martin throws for Johnson. He can't hold it. You got to wonder, with the way the fullback Moore threw the ball, why Martin is back there.
You know, the receivers are going to have to catch the ball in self-defense because he's really putting a lot of zip on that ball. He's actually throwing it a little bit too hard.
Johnson could not hold that one. It was like a bullet in there, and so it goes incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Moore, the fullback, threw the touchdown to Johnson. It was perfectly thrown, and that's what put Lafayette ahead by 7-0. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line for Lafayette. Back to throw is Martin. Martin looking, and this time it is complete to Neal. Neal up at the 44-yard line. I thought we were going for the interception there, but the pass is complete.
That pass plays there. It's been there for him all night, Don. It's just absolutely, you know, he's just throwing the ball. He's thrown it through them, or they've tipped it, not been able to hang on to it. That time he came with a fine reception.
15-yard pass play, good for Lafayette's 3rd first down of the game. They have it at their own 44-yard line now. 6:07 to go, 3rd period. The score tied at 7-all. Wide out to the right side again for Lafayette. Slot man to the left side now as the quarterback hands it to McGeorge across midfield down to the Corbin 48-yard line before he's tripped up, and about 7 or 8 yards on that play.
He's punishing some people that time with that run. That's the best run that they've had tonight, I think. He came through there hard.
Lafayette's offense coming alive here in the second half. It's good for 8 yards to the Corbin 48-yard line. So the Generals have it 2nd down and 2 for the first down. As Corbin played ball control in the first half, the Red Hounds have had the ball for only 3 downs here in the second half. Wide out to the right side again. They try the left side, and there's George getting it across the 45 to the 44, and a first down for Lafayette, their 4th.
Good tackle that time by Shannon Sams, and Creech and Jones and Steele also came up and helped out. It was a good tackle by Shannon.
4-yard run, the 4th first down of the ball game for Lexington Lafayette at the Corbin 44-yard line. So the Generals have moved it from their 29 on 4 plays down to the Corbin 44. The big play thus far, the 15-yard pass play. 5 minutes and 5 seconds to go, 3rd period. The score tied at 7-all. Johnson, a wide out to the right side. Ballard with the 60 number, flanker to the left. Martin back to throw. Here's the home run ball. Downfield. Ooh, off the hands of Johnson. Fingertips, almost a touchdown.
Johnson actually ran that football down. That ball was thrown by him some 15 yards, and he ran it down and almost made a fine catch.
Did get his fingertips on it at the goal line, but could not hold it. And that's how close Lafayette came to taking the lead on that one play. The potential is there on any play for the Generals, and we know that. Whereas Corbin's is a power game. We do have some breakaway runners, but basically power football. 7-7 our score. It's 2nd down and 10 from the 44. Martin back to throw again. Not being rushed, throws, and it's complete to Neal at the 30, the 25, the 15, down that sideline and out of bounds inside the Corbin 10-yard line. So Lafayette with their passing game threatening now.
That's their best receiver, number 88 there. He made a fine reception and made a fine move over there. We just had Steele got back and knocked him out of bounds there just before he got into the end zone. Quarterback had a little pressure on him that time, but just not enough.
They got it down to the Corbin 6-yard line, their 5th first down, 3 on this drive now. Lafayette's best drive of the night underway right now. They have it first and goal to go at the Corbin 6-yard line, 4 minutes and 39 seconds to go. We're in the third period of this game with the score tied at 7-all. The Generals have Johnson, a flanker to the right side, Ballard in the slot to the left side now, as the handoff is given to George, hit behind the line and taken down.
Nick Creech caught him in the backfield that time. We got to have a play here. We got to bow our neck. We've got to have a play.
A yard loss back to the 7, and the Generals will have it second and goal to go from the 7-yard line. The quarterback, Billy Martin, looks to the sideline to Coach Tom Fee for the play. Neal, who caught that long pass a moment ago, carries it in. That pass play was good for 38 yards. And that's what has put Lafayette in scoring position now against the Red Hounds. Both ends are in tight. In the slot to the right side is Johnson. From the 7-yard line, Martin calls. Martin gives on the end around. It'll be Johnson for the touchdown. Nobody got close to him. That was a beautiful play.
He was untouched, went in untouched. It was a fine play by Lafayette. Had a little misdirection, had 2 backs that broke into the line of scrimmage that time, and he just broke to the outside. Nobody was there.
Johnson lining up. Flanker to the right side. Comes all the way to the left. Takes the ball untouched into the end zone. A 7-yard run. And Lafayette has taken a 13-7 lead with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the third period. So the Red Hounds will have their back to the wall here in this football game. As the extra point will be tried by Chesney. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Here's the kick. It is good again. With 3:50 remaining in the third period, we have a timeout with the score, Lafayette 14, Corbin 7. Low kick, hard to handle on the ground. It'll be picked up by Fox at the 10. Fox looking around, trying to find an alley to the 15. Fox will go down at about the 18-yard line. So Corbin, for the first time tonight, will have the ball deep in their own territory to start a drive.
We need to get a handle on the football. Squib kick came down through there. We just couldn't get the handle on it. Dale did a good job. Picked it up, ad-lib, and got a lot of yards there and did almost all of it on his own.
So the Red Hounds are ready to go. First and 10 from the 18-yard line. They've had the ball only one time in the second half, but what stalled that drive was on the first down play. They lost 11 yards and were not able to recover. Corbin has shown tonight that they can move the football against this team. They're going to have to show it here in the second half for the first time. It's series underway just shy of the 18-yard line. Hart set ahead of Fox and Stevens now. Jackson, the quarterback, goes under. Jackson rolling along the line of scrimmage behind the blocking of Fox. Will turn it upfield across the 20, 25, 27-yard line. And a good gainer for Mike Jackson.
Yeah, it was a good job of Mike that time. He sure-handed and kept the ball, knew what he was doing, protected it, and broke it up there and had a good run on it.
The run is good to the 27. Got 9 yards on that one. Second down and a yard to go. Corbin showed their poise against Danville, so no need at this point to hit any panic buttons. 3 minutes to go in the third period. 14-7 Lafayette. Second down, a yard to go for the first down. The handoff is given to Fox, left side. Fox cuts up field and gets the Corbin first down across the 30 to the 34 and about 5-8 more yards.
There was probably a hole big enough to drive a truck through that time, and whenever Dale broke the hole, the people in the secondary, he just went ahead and put his head down there and got good yardage out of it. Good run and good blocking.
To the 34, he got 7 yards on that play. So Fox tonight has carried 76 yards as he got 7 on that one. Jackson, where is the ball? I've lost it. It's at the line of scrimmage. Creech trying to go up the middle is stopped for maybe about a yard.
Yeah, he went ahead and gave the first man through that time. Nick got what he got it on his own that time.
To the 35, 2nd and 9 for Corbin now. Hart brings in the play, replacing Steely in the Corbin backfield. Lafayette leading by 14-7. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the third period. It's been a good football game. Big crowd looking on from Dennis Stadium. Now the 2nd and 9 play out of the wishbone set. Jackson back to throw across the line of scrimmage. Miracle holds it. Yes, he does at midfield into Lafayette territory, and a super grab.
Scott Miracle, he's got glue. I was standing here thinking when we were going to split the seam like we did up there against Danville that time, that wasn't a seam. That was just straight, just kind of a jump pass through the middle of the field there, and he was sure-handed.
17-yard pass play. 1st and 10 for Corbin. Their 11th first down of the ball game at the Lafayette 48-yard line. Now the handoff given to Fox. Fox off tackle to the left. Gets short yardage to about the 46, maybe made the 45.
Well, there's three people on Dale about every time he's carried the football. Now they know who he is and they know what he can do. So he's out there. He's fighting hard for what he's getting.
Fox gets 2 to the 46. 78 yards now for Dale tonight on 17 carries. 2nd, 8 for the first down. Jackson looking along the line of scrimmage on the pitch. No, he's going to be taken down by his jersey back in his own territory at the 46. That play did not develop.
No, it didn't. If I'm not mistaken, it was a mix-up in the backfield. I think that he had to tell one of the backs where he had to need to line up that time.
7-yard loss. Jackson back at the 47 is grabbed and taken down. 25 seconds to go in the quarter now. Steely will go wide to the left. Fox and Hart line up behind Jackson on the 3rd down and 15. Mike back to throw. Mike looking, throws it across to Fox at midfield. Fox at the 45. Fox at the 40 to the 38-yard line. Looks like a first down.
Well, I tell you what, there's a lot of second, third effort on that one. When Dale got his hand on the football, he had a man right on top of him. Boy, he reached for him, giving him a stiff arm, and just fighting to get what he could get.
It's going to be very close, inside the 40 at about the 37-yard line. That pass play good for about 16 yards to Dale Fox and close for a Corbin first down. The quarter expired on that play, so we'll wait to see as they bring the chain across to see whether or not it's a Corbin first down. We played 3 quarters here tonight, but let's wait for this measurement before we break. Now they bring the chain across. It is stretched. It is short by about 6 inches. That's how we stand after 3 quarters of football. There's timeout with the score. Lafayette 14, Corbin 7. Crowd reaction. 4th down. 6 inches to go for the first down. Corbin at the Lafayette 37-yard line, and here's the big play. Jackson, quarterback sneak, first down, penalty marker goes down. He got it down to the 35. And let's see what the penalty is all about. Illegal procedure against Corbin. Well, that's tough when you have such a simple play call as to have illegal procedure to wipe out a first down.
That's tough. That takes a lot of starch out of your jeans.
Now you have to earn it. So instead of being 4th and 6 inches, it's 4th down and 5. What will we do here? Taking the ball from your own 18-yard line down to the Lafayette 43 now. Corbin will go for it. Miracle goes wide to the right at end. Steely to the left. 4th down. 5 for the first down. Jackson under. Uh-oh, movement along the line. Jackson on the option. He pitches back to Fox. Fox lowers the head, will get only to the 40, but I believe a 5-yard penalty against Lafayette will put that ball back where it was a moment ago.
Well, we got a second chance there. Talking about coach from Madison Central the other night said that we had a little more on our side up there when we played Danville, and I really thought that this penalty was going to be against them, but they're not talking to the other way.
Now wait a minute. Let's wait. Illegal motion against Corbin decline. I'm like you. I saw somebody in the center of the line penetrating in, and that's all I saw.
I didn't like that call.
Corbin gives it up on downs at the Lafayette 40-yard line, and that's where the Generals will take over. So that has changed the complexion, as the Red Hounds had the great opportunity on 4th down and 6 inches to go for the first down and had the penalty. Almost a penalty-free game, but that one was costly. Lafayette at their own 40 now. Wide out to the right side. The handoff is given to George. Down he goes behind the line. A penalty marker goes down. We have played almost a penalty-free game, but now we've seen flags on the last 3.
It's against the Generals.
I'm not sure that we'd want to take it, though. They lost a yard, and that cost them a down.
No, Nick Creech was in there. He had him in the backfield for about a 2-yard loss.
So the clock stopped with 11:09 to go. Lafayette leading 14-7. The Red Hounds have a 15-game regular season winning streak on the line here tonight. They do take the penalty, which makes it 1st and 15. With a big play team like this, they get another opportunity back at the 35, 1st and 15. Johnson wide out to the left side. Martin hands it second. Oh, there's Creech again. He hits George in the back. Was it Creech?
Yeah, it was Creech. He's playing football. He's playing football.
Well, it's even deeper. A loss of 3 back to the 32, and now Lafayette has it 2nd and 18. They would have had it 2nd and 12. Now they have it 2nd and 18. Well, it's time to really get tough, because the time is becoming an important factor in this game with 10:20 to go and trailing by 7. So Corbin needs to get that football back. Johnson goes to the left again. Martin has him in the I formation with the slot back George to the right. Back to throw as Martin has plenty of time. Throws downfield. Intercepted by Sams down at the 35-yard line.
Shannon Sams played it perfectly that time. He played it perfectly. Big play. Biggest play of the ball game for the Hounds.
Shannon Sams, number 25, comes through with a sparkling interception, and Corbin is operating again now in Lafayette territory at the 35-yard line. So Shannon Sams cut right in front of Vic Johnson to pick that one off, and it's time for the Hounds to go. 9:50 remaining, trailing 14-7. Here we go now. Out of the wishbone set, Mike Jackson, the quarterback, moves under. Jackson gives it to Fox. Fox left side, down at the 30 to the 27-yard line. Penalty markers are dropped.
Well, I tell you what, if we get out and get a block on those 3 linebackers that they've got in there, just because we're breaking the line of scrimmage, penetrating that well, we're just not getting out there and getting that extra block that he needs, getting the yardage that he's supposed to have, but we need to break it a little bit farther. Penalties against Lafayette.
So let's see what Corbin will elect to do with 9 minutes and 38 seconds remaining, trailing by 14-7. They're going to have the penalty stepped off against Lafayette, which will be 15 yards. So that has moved the ball down to the 20-yard line, and for Corbin, that will be their 12th first down of this ball game. Well, the ball just shy of the 20. Corbin has it 1st and 10. Trailing 14-7. It's been a good football game here tonight at Campbell Field. Again, both ends in tight out of the wishbone set. Jackson calls the play. Nobody moving along the line. Jackson has to eat the football. Wait a minute. What in the world's happening along the line? It looked as if only the center and the quarterback were in that play. There's going to be a loss of 5 to the 25. No penalty markers are down. It was obviously a malfunction for Corbin.
Well, I tell you what, we can't afford to make any mistakes down here now. We've had everything come back our way with that interception. We moved the ball good on the first play, and we've got to sustain right here. We've got to hold it.
Second down, 15 for the first down at the Lafayette 25-yard line for Corbin now. Jackson along that line will keep the ball, but he will get only short yardage into about the 22-yard line. So now we're going to have it third down and long.
All Mike had to do was follow his first man through that time. He didn't read it that way. If he'd followed him, he'd got a couple of more yards there.
So now, with the first down play losing yardage, Corbin dug the hole, and they're trying to get out of it here with 8:05 to go. It's going to be a great opportunity here down this deep, wanting to materialize here. The 22-yard line, third down and 12. Wide out to the left side. Jackson's back to throw. He has time. Uh-oh, down he goes. Jackson didn't see the one man that got through and nailed him back at the 30.
Well, he wasn't going to put it up. He wasn't going to put it up, wasn't going to take a chance, and he went ahead and ate the football. He didn't have any other choice but to do that.
Now, with the ball back at the 30, it's going to be fourth down and 20 for the first down. And here, obviously, you have no choice but to air it out with the long one and hope something can develop. They have to get down to the 10-yard line for the first down. They're back at the 30. Wideouts both ways. Slot man to the left side. Jackson looks. He throws long, but it'll be out of bounds. And Lafayette will take over. Well, 7:08 to go. Corbin got the break they needed when they got the ball at the 30-yard line on the pass interception. Then the penalty got them all the way down to the 20, but they went backwards from there.
First play was a good play, and it just everything didn't. 3 plays in a row, we just didn't get anything out of it.
They give it up on downs at the 30-yard line where Lafayette will take over. Now it's imperative that your defense get the ball back for you like they did a moment ago. Down 14-7 as Lafayette will have it first and 10 at their 30-yard line. They have a slot formation to the right. Martin, the quarterback, is under. Martin back will hand it off to George. George spinning off people, gets about 4 yards to the 34.
Yeah, he spun off of Lacefield there on the line of scrimmage. Hensley finally came in on the tackle along with looks like Toby Stevens.
Lafayette has dominated play here in the second half, as Corbin did in the first half, and Lafayette has the second half touchdown. They have the lead at 14-7 now with 6:42 to go. It'll be second down and 6 for the Generals. Corbin defeated this team 17-7 last year, but find themselves in jeopardy here. Slot formation to the right. Johnson is in the slot on the second down play. Johnson end around. Here he goes wide to the left at the 40 to the 45. Slips free. Corbin 45. Corbin 43-yard line before he goes down.
Excellent run that time. He was stopped over on that side. He just went ahead and shook it like a wet wash rag and went ahead and broke it out there for a long gain.
So Corbin, as they were last week, stung by the long gainers by Paris, although Corbin won that game. Here Lafayette has pulled off another long one from the 34-yard line down to the Corbin 43. Their 6th first down of the game. 23-yard run on that play by Vic Johnson. Lafayette in excellent field position with 6:04 to go, leading 14-7. First and 10 at the Corbin 43 as Lafayette now will try to play ball control with Johnson. He pushes people downfield to about the 36.
We're getting beat around a little bit. I saw Toby come off. Toby's ailing with an arm there, and it looks like Lacefield's dragging the shoulder. We're getting beat around a little bit.
They spot the ball at the 37-yard line. That's a run of 6. Second down and 4 for Lafayette. At this point, you can't afford to let them get another score. If you do, not enough time for overcome more than 7 points. Second down and 4 at the Corbin 37-yard line. Martin again to Johnson again. Johnson gets that first down. Draws a lot of red shirts, but he got the necessary yardage.
Lafayette's firing off the ball, too. They're coming off strong. They're playing like 4A state champ.
Let's see, Crook, Jones, Creech over there for Corbin. But they got him a first down. They're 7th of the ball game. And so the Generals, after getting off to a dismal start against Boyd County, coming back with an impressive win last week against Shelby County, are getting in very good field position now against Corbin with only 5 minutes remaining in the game. 1st and 10. As the handoff is given to Johnson again. Well, Hensley took a ride that time and got him down, but he still gets good yardage.
Yeah, Hensley made that tackle in the nose position. He did a good job. He collared him.
Johnson has moved it to the Corbin 26-yard line. Give him 5 more yards. 2nd down and 5 for Lafayette. Second and 5. 4.5 minutes remaining. Lafayette leading 14-7. Lafayette has Johnson wing to the left side. Martin will throw it, give it right up the middle. George, he breaks free over people. They have the momentum now, and George breaks it for a first down inside the 15.
They're running through everything we've got. They're running through it all.
Definitely general momentum this second half. They had their first drive stopped, but Corbin couldn't get their first drive going, and then Lafayette, after Corbin's quick kick, it looked as if we might have put them in a hole, but they were able to move it downfield from their 29 and score with 3:50 remaining in the third period. And now with 3:50 remaining in the fourth period, Lafayette has the ball down to the Corbin 13-yard line. Martin gives. Johnson takes it for a couple of yards to the 11.
Hensley made the tackle, but the backs are coming out good, and the offensive line for Lafayette is playing an awfully good football game.
As much as Lafayette driving for a score, the clock with 3:28 means that if Corbin should stop them, they're way on the other side of the field from where they need to be. So Lafayette has it 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Clock runs at 3:13. Sure wish they wouldn't hold up the game, let the clock run when we have equipment problems down there. Here we go. Martin gives to George. George hopping over people, gets inside the 10 to about the 7.
They smell it. Good run that time.
Lafayette now has moved it to the Corbin, let's call it the 7-yard line. It'll be 3rd down. About 5 to go for the first down. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go. So the Red Hounds' unblemished record in regular season play is very, very much in jeopardy unless somebody can steal the ball and go the other way. Johnson wide left. Handoff given to George. George inside the 5 to about the 4. He did not get the first down, but with 2:15 to go, Lafayette will have it inside the Corbin 5 at the 3. I said he didn't get the first down. He did. I thought he was hit back at about the 4, but he's down to the 3, and we do have a timeout. With 2:15 to go, timeout on the score. Lafayette 14, Corbin 7. The Generals are set to go, but a penalty marker has been dropped. Lafayette will get a 5-yard penalty for, I guess, encroachment. So that gives you a breath of hope, but just 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. So the offsides penalty moves the ball back to the 8-yard line. Corbin defeated this team 17-7 last year, but the Generals are about to turn that around this year. Wide out to the right side is Johnson. Martin under. Martin rolls along the line of scrimmage, gives to George, down to about the 5. Nick Creech again. He's played a fine ball game.
Yeah, he's played it all the way. Nick Creech and Shannon Sands both on the tackle. Coach Adams calling timeout.
Corbin stops the clock with exactly 2 minutes to go. So another timeout here. 2 minutes exactly remaining in this game. Timeout on the score is Lafayette 14, Corbin 7. Here we go. Lafayette now with the ball at the Corbin 5. The handoff is given to Johnson. Johnson down to the 1-yard line. Well, it looked like he might go down to the 5, but a good runner got it to the 1.
Tackled by Jeff Crook that time. Jeff Crook and Mark Hensley, both on the tackle. Timeout again.
Corbin has used their final timeout. Set to go from the 1-yard line on 3rd down. Martin calls. Martin gives George touchdown, and Lafayette has moved it out of range. So the Generals, with the touchdown from the 1-yard line by George, they put it ahead by 20-7, and they'll go home victorious.
Yeah, well, you know, we talked earlier in the year about schedule, and one game doesn't make a season. We knew that we had difficult schedule this year, and we played a fine football team here tonight, and everybody knew it was going to be tough, and it's been every bit of that.
The try for the point after touchdown by Chesney. Low snap, and he gets it through the uprights. So it's 21-7. Lafayette, after a 7-7 halftime, Lafayette has come back with scores in the 3rd, and now here in the 4th period, as the Corbin Redhounds will get the ball with 1:42 to go, trailing 21-7. Uh-oh. The kick hit one of our linemen, and they battle for it, and Lafayette's got it, and what has been a dismal second half just turns more dismal. That ball was low on the ground. It hit one of our linemen with a thud, and Lafayette gets it right back at the Corbin 49-yard line.
Yeah, he just kicked the line drive in there. I don't know that he intended to do that, but it sure worked in their favor.
It happened so fast, I have no idea who it bounced off of. But with 1:30 to go, the Generals have this one in the well and ready to take a victory home. I think they'll just cover up the football, and they do. Just let the time run out. We're going to end up with a 21-7 difference in this game with 1:10 to go. We've had two quality teams out here tonight.
We have. Lafayette, they were the undisputed 4A champion last year, and then were defeated by Trinity in the 4A championship. But they were ranked number 1 4A all the way through after they were beaten by us. They owed us one. They came here and gave us one.
They had a second half against Boyd County about like we're having against them, and so in the first half they played with Boyd County. Here they'll fall on it again and just eat up the time. 39 seconds to go. So the Generals have come through with the win here tonight. Johnson for 2 of those scores, and what we read about him today in the Lexington Herald, I guess, is quite true, that he is a major college prospect.
He's got great speed. He's got great speed. He actually ran one ball down here and almost made a tremendous catch on it. Ball was thrown 15 yards by him.
Clock runs down to 14 seconds now. Lafayette celebrating along the sidelines. And their students are down to the right end zone, counting it down, and there we are. The Generals have defeated Corbin by 21-7 here at Campbell Field. Corbin will be playing Lexington Bryan Station here next week. So it's been a good football game, but the Generals dominated the second half as Corbin had them tied at halftime at 7-all. We'll be back with a recap of tonight's activity right after these messages from our sponsors. Well, it looked as if Corbin had this game pretty well in hand at halftime. They had tied the score after taking a 7-0 deficit at 7-7. In the first half, Corbin ran 34 plays to Lafayette 16. So Corbin had ball control and were able to move the ball quite well. But the second half was totally for the Generals as they got it on their first offensive series, moved it from the 10 out to the 30, and then had to kick. Corbin got the ball, but on the very first play lost 11 yards. Ended up quick kicking on 3rd down. Lafayette got it at the 29, and here is where they struck big. Lafayette was able to move it for 3 first downs, where Johnson took it in on a 7-yard run with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the 3rd period. They led by 14-7. Substantially, that would have been enough to win the ball game, but they got another touchdown in the very late goings of the contest when they moved it from the 30-yard line in for the score after holding Corbin at the 30. The Redhounds had the excellent opportunity with the pass interception by Sams and then the 15-yard penalty down to the 20. They had it 1st and 10 at the Lafayette 20, but did not capitalize on that, and consequently they lose the football game. Therein may have been the turning point of tonight's football game. Had Corbin been able to move from the 20-yard line, then obviously things could very well have been different. But they had, again, a fouled play on the snap from center on 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, and they went backwards from there and ended up giving the football up on the 30-yard line. Corbin goes to 2-1 on the year. Lafayette goes to 2-1. Statistically here tonight, as Fred Hall hands me the statistics, Fox, who had 69 yards in the first half, ended up with only 12 in the first half. One of the reasons for that is that Dale carried the ball just 3 times in the second half. And obviously, if Dale Fox can be limited to just 3 carries and a half, Corbin's offense will be in trouble. He ends up with 81 yards on 18 carries. Elsewhere, Jackson, who had 25 at halftime, you can see what happened in the second half. Mike ended up with 8 yards for the ball game on 11 carries. Stevens had 18 yards on 6 carries. Hart 4 yards. Creech 8 yards. And Hoover 3. Corbin just didn't get the football in the second half. Basically that. They did have a couple of nice passes in the second half. One to Miracle for 17 yards and one for Fox for 16, as they end up hitting 4 out of 7 in the passing department here tonight. But Lafayette, with Vic Johnson's first touchdown of 54 yards on a pass play from the fullback, and then his second touchdown of 7 yards, and then the final by George to cap it off to make it 21-7. Lafayette wins it over Corbin. Next week it's going to be a tough one, as the Redhounds will go against Lexington Bryan Station. And on Southern Cablevision on Sunday night, you can see it on Channel 11 at 8 o'clock, the playback. And here on WYGO,